Hello YouTubers, Minecrafters, and peoples of the intertubes, and welcome back to my vanilla Minecraft survival series. My name is Tolbert, and I'll be your host, and thanks for joining me along this wild and bumpy ride. The last episode, we created our enchanted table, went off to the nether dimension to grab a couple of things. In today's episode, we're going to take all these wheat, potatoes, and carrots back there, and we're going to combine them into a self-harvesting system. It'll make things a little bit easier on us. We have to begin with making about 32 dispensers. We're going to be using all those dispensers throughout the entire thing. I've already built 30, just need 2 more. A total of 32. You can also see I have a hopper, 2 chests, a whole bunch of dirt, and a whole bunch of stone bricks to come along with us. We're going to need a total of about 32 buckets to go into the dispenser. Each one has to be filled with water, and we're going to be using some glowstone along with that. We're going to need some redstone, of course, and some redstone repeaters in order to send the signal all the way across and into the dispensers. And I've already cleared off a plot of land back here behind the house that we're going to be using to put this whole system into. Just this giant lot of land right here. To begin with, we're going to need a lot of about 10 by 19, I believe. So that'll be our 10. That should be our 19. I believe that's the size we need. We may make some adjustments depending upon if we need more. And in the middle brick, we're going to take that one out. Should be about right here. So we should have 8 on that side and 8 on this side. Now this right here is where we're going to put our chest and hopper. I believe the chest will go there. And the hopper coming in right behind it. Now we need to build up our dirt here too high. I'll probably have to go get some more dirt out of the house there. But the whole reason why I'm going too high here is that when the water flows down, there's going to be a layer here. We're going to put our water source block right in this square, so it's going to push everything down to the hopper. So after I get all this filled in, I'll be right back. Alright, so there we go. We have 2 high dirt all the way around. I didn't remember that I had to push these walls out 1 more towards the end. We only have 1 layer of dirt going down here. Walls are 2 layers high right now as well. Now in these back areas, this is where we got to put a whole lot of water. Okay, there's my other water bucket. I thought I had. What we're going to do is going to do 1 space in between, and then we should be able to just pull the one in the middle and just keep on going like that back and forth. That'll fill that one up. And now we'll go ahead and do the other side. Grab a second water bucket while I'm at it. Now what this is going to do is this is going to provide water to the sections here. So as you know from those farms over there, this will provide water going out 4 spaces. The other 4 spaces will be coming from this water stream in the middle, which we can go ahead and put in right now. going all the way down. So that's going to make things nice and easy for us. Now we're just going to fill up these back walls real quick. Where this is where we're going to put our dispensers. Now these back walls, these are just temporary as of right now. We can go ahead and put our 8 dispensers on each side. And then bust these walls out. And then of course we'll do the same thing on the other side. Let's pick up these blocks real quick. And so we just put our dispensers right there. I'm going to hold off filling up this last one until I have all the water buckets filled. Oh, I guess that's not a source block. I do have to leave that one there. And so temporarily we'll make ourselves an infinite water source. After we go get some water real quick, that is. There's a whole lot of watering holes out in this area, so it shouldn't be too hard to find some additional water. Yep, right there we go. And actually, let's fill up as many water buckets as we can. And that should be full inventory. So let's just jump right back over to this hole that we made and make an infinite water source real quick. Infinite water source is rather simple. You just put water in one corner, then place it another water in the other corner, and there we go. Now we have an infinite water source. Let's go ahead and start putting some of these into the dispensers there. Just one bucket, that's all we need. And I can go ahead and place that other dispenser as of right now. I'll just keep throwing buckets in there until we have one in each. I accidentally made that go away. I'm surprised. Thought it would have stuck around. But we only need one more to finish this off. Or actually, I may have one extra right now. Yep, I do have one extra. That's the one water bucket I carry on for myself. Well, the sun's going down, so let's go ahead and take a quick nap in our bed here, and we'll be right back. So now that we got the water filled in everywhere, I guess we can go ahead and start hoeing the land and creating the fields that we're going to use to be planting our harvests. So we have 8 spots on each side here. Total is 64 plots, an 8x8 area. And we're going to go ahead and put down our seeds while we start building the second level to this. So 64 seeds on each side, one full stack. So we'll allow these just to go ahead and start growing while we work on the basic redstone for this bottom floor and start working on the second floor. I do like this little contraption because it does make the harvesting a whole lot easier, since it just sends everything that is going to be harvested down to that water stream in the middle. So everything is going to come down to here and then get put into that hopper and then put into that chest. So let's go ahead and start for the redstone down here. Ooh, I didn't get rid of this wall. Okay, so each dropper needs its own redstone repeater. Unfortunately, I do it like this on this side for right now. So there's 8 there. Guess I should do it the same way. There's 8 there. And we got to go ahead and put the wall back down on the other side here. Right there. Or I should say, just extend the wall out 1. We're going to put a button to activate this next to our chest here. Alright, so now if we grab out our redstone, we're just going to throw it all the way down. And all the way across. And on the other side, do the same thing. And now I gotta see how I'm going to perform this over here. I believe I can just use a slab for that, and unfortunately I don't have any slabs on me. Let me go ahead and run back into the house, grab a slab real quick, and see if I can't throw that back up on there. Thought for sure I had everything on me already, but I guess I was wrong. So last Sunday we had our live stream. We live stream every Sunday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Wednesday night, Thursday mornings from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Let me finish this off real quick. And then the redstone on top. And then we just need to put our button right here. Our button. Now, the button is not going to send a signal quite far enough. We're going to have to put an additional repeater more than likely right here. And same thing on the other side. So that'll boost the signal. That'll allow it to hit each and every one of these, which will drop the water out and send everything towards the center. And that's the same here. It'll boost the signal in order to dispense the water here, so it'll all go towards the center. And now we got to build up to this next floor that we're going to do. So we're going to have 2 stories. First, we're actually going to have a total of 3 stories. The first story here is going to be nothing but wheat. The second story, half of it will be carrots, half of it will be potatoes. And then the third story is going to be cacti. Because we're going to go ahead and throw the cactus farming in here as well, so that everything will drop down to this water channel here and get funneled into that hopper, which will end up being funneled into the chest, ripening for us to just pick them up and replant what we need to by hand and take the rest inside. So let me go ahead and build these walls up, because we're going to have to go out another step in order to go up and then over. We're also going to need to build a redstone tower over here. I don't think I have any redstone torches on me. Nope, I'm going to need 2 redstone torches to do that. And let me throw that block down there, and the redstone torch there. And I need a little bit of redstone still. Because we're going to have this redstone signal go and power this block, which will then power that block. We'll turn that torch off. So now when we hit the button and this gets all the way over here, it's going to power off this torch, powering on that torch to send the redstone signal to the second layer, second level. And so let me build this up. We'll put the perimeter on here, build it up to the second level, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I had to change that torch tower a little bit. I did not anticipate the fact of this middle water line here is not going to be here on the second level. So we had to push everything over one, and we had to make an additional line down the center. So we had to change that torch tower up a little bit, so that worked in a different fashion. But that is the new torch tower, so when that torch goes out, that one comes on, that one goes out, and this one comes on. So we're now a couple layers higher than anticipated, but it should be okay. So now we're going to fill this in with dirt. And the way we have to do this one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this particular one has to drop down 1. If I can do this from underneath. Like that. Then we're going to take this block away. And then we can keep on going across as normal. Or additional 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I'm going to extend this all the way down 8 blocks, just like the bottom. So let me go ahead and fill that in, and we'll be right back. And there we go. We have the second layer of dirt all placed, along with this channel down the center, and this is open to go down below. So this should be just about perfect for us here. We're going to go ahead and throw water into each of these channels real quick. See, it goes to 8 blocks down, and it does not overflow to the other side, which is exactly what we want. So while I go refill this water bucket, continue talking about the live stream real quick. So during that live stream, we went off adventuring in that direction. Found ourselves a ocean monument out there. Something we're going to get back to later when we try to take that on. But unfortunately, we also found a swamp out there, swamp biome out there, and tried to stick around to kill some slimes that spawn in the middle of the night, but unfortunately, well, we went and got ourselves killed while trying to do that. So after that failure, we decided to head off into the nether to make an attempt to pick up some more, or we meant not to pick up more, but to find another fortress. Well, we did indeed find another fortress out there. Unfortunately, a blaze knocked us off the edge and, once again, killed us while we were out there. So after that, we decided to come back and build our AFK fishing hut, which we'll take a quick tour of that before the end of this video, but it is right over there. And I'll explain a couple of things that I did there to help keep myself safe while inside it. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and throw a water bucket in each of these dispensers. Now, unfortunately, I jumped on a piece of dirt down below, and so I'm going to have to replant that particular seed. Alright, let's go ahead and go get some more water buckets here. And then after this, we'll go ahead and plant some of the carrots and potatoes. We'll let those grow for a little bit, and then we'll give an example of how this thing works. Oh, no, I'm sorry. After I finish filling this up and getting it like this and throwing out the redstone is going to be pretty much the exact same as this, except our starting point is going to be this torch tower instead of where the button is over there. So after I finish with this, we'll have to do the third level for the cactus farm. That one's going to be a whole lot easier than these levels. But let me go ahead and finish this up, get that redstone all around the edge here and wired, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we just finished setting up the second floor here. We just got done with the hoeing of the ground. And now we're planting all of our carrots and potatoes. We had to put that half slab in there in order to stop the water from flowing that way. And I believe that this is all set. After this grows a little bit, then we'll go ahead and give it a shot. We'll see if all the redstone works. That's what I was afraid of, was jumping up on there. That's why I put that there. That's why I put the half slabs in there instead of full blocks. Try to avoid jumping up and down as much as possible. Otherwise we ruin the tilled land like just then. You gotta slowly walk off and not jump up and down. But after we test this to make sure that this works, we also have to throw some light in here to stop it from spawning. That's why we have the glowstone in our inventory. As of right now, we gotta hurry up, get back, and get into the bed before things start spawning out here. We had a little baby zombie come running after us. I want to try to avoid that from happening again. So let me go ahead and throw myself into bed here, and then we'll show you how to do the glowstone for underneath. Go ahead and throw that in our inventory hot slot right now. If you enjoy this video, if you like it, would appreciate having a like on the video if you don't mind. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And maybe someday in the future we can have some fun with in the world together. So that's how we're going to do our glowstone. It's just like that. Hopefully the glowstone provides enough light to help the things grow. I believe it was there. Right, 1 and 1. It's going to be slightly off, all because the top layer is an additional 1 on this side, but still within reach, so it should be okay. We're placing there. And there. We gotta do the same on the other side. Here. And there. Now that should be enough light in there to stop anything from spawning. Should be okay. We're going to end up doing the same thing on this next floor here after we get the top floor built. And like I said, that top floor is going to be for our cacti. Cacti is not going to require any kind of redstone or anything. It's going to do it all on its own. All we got to do is put in the waterways for how to pull it down into the middle there. And that shouldn't be any big deal. The only hard part is going to be getting everything set up properly up there. So now we got this all set, we're going to go ahead and give this a try. we should be able to pop out all the carrots and potatoes are out there and all of this here. Then we're going to have to put in a step up over here somewhere, so that when it comes time to replant everything, you can easily get in there and do so. Let's go ahead and hit the button. We should see all of these come out, and we did. And you see it plucked up everything that was there, put it into the center. It should be coming right down here. Check the second story real quick. And it did not trigger for some... Oh! It didn't trigger because I didn't put the redstone torch back. Like that. Now, yes, we got to build up the walls to make sure that things don't pop out the side like this. And I see I am going to have to build up the center as well to avoid that. That's a little disappointing because that was our way to get back and forth between the two sides. So we'll have to actually use this inside area here in order to get to the other sides. Well, I'll have to put in a staircase here to get up there, so they're maybe a bridge over the redstone or something. Bridge over the redstone being something around these lines where we put that on top, and then you have this on the side, and then you put a bit of stairs right there, so you just bridge up and in. So we'll have to do something around those lines to take care of that. Well, let's go down here and hit this button again, and let's see if we can retract all this water. Oh, we see a carrot and a potato fell out of sync. We'll just throw them all back in there. So now all those should be going to the hopper down there and being collected. And so if we hit this button, all the water here should retract, and it did. And we'll double check the water up top, and all of that retracted as well. Perfect. And so now if we go down and look inside this chest, we should have, other than the stone bricks, we have a whole lot of seeds, a whole lot of wheat, and the carrots and the potatoes that we planted. Perfect, exactly how we wanted it to work. So let me go ahead and build up the walls here to get up to the next level, the third level for the cacti, and we'll show you how to take care of that one as well. So let me build this up and we'll be right back. Okay, for this third layer, we're going 4 blocks above the second floor dirt. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 blocks above the second floor dirt. But while we're here on the second floor, you might as well go ahead and put down the glowstone. It'll light the area up. I want to go and go right there. Just to keep us a little safer at nighttime here. Things are dangerous enough out here as they are. No need to give the mobs any additional reasons to come after us. Like, say, have an area that's not lit up and ready to be attacked. Alright, so that should do. So we're going to end up putting glass all the way around here. At least I'm going to end up putting glass all the way around here. You can go ahead and put whatever you want, whatever you desire, to make your farming silo look how you want it to look. Personally, I like throwing some glass in there to allow some air in. Now here, the thing with the cacti is that they have to be away from any wall to grow and away from each other. We're going to put that block down, and then we're going to put a slab on top of it, and then remove that block. Then we're going to go 2 over and do the exact same thing. And you're going to go back and forth like this all the way around until you have it as far as you can reach. Let me go ahead and do that. Well, actually, in my first second, I say, well, after you have this done, you're going to put a block of sand on top of this. So let me go ahead and do that. Get all these slabs down, get them all topped with sand, and then we'll continue from there. Alright, so after you got your sand in like that, we need to go ahead and get on top of a couple. Well, we don't need to get on top of it, but we need to put a block on top of that. I guess it will just be easier to get on top. And then a block next to it. And then take the rest of these down. We need to have that same staggering all the way across this. We're just going to keep on placing these blocks and then breaking the ones we don't need. Except I'll make a mistake like that. There we go. So place, break. I'll be careful on how close we're getting here. Place, break. Just like that. Then once you're done with that, you can come in here show off my elite parkour skills of jumping across. There we go. You can plant cactus on the other side. So now when this cactus grows, it's going to hit against this block and break and fall down. See how many times it takes me to jump before I can get up there. Same with those two. That one's going to grow, hit that block, break, and fall down. So let me go ahead and fill these in on this side and on that side, and we'll be right back. So now that we have all those cactuses planted, we just need to start filling in the cactuses. Now that we have all that cacti planted, we just need to start filling in the water on the edge here. Just one after another, then come back, get the one in the middle. And just go back and forth like that. Then we go all the way across. We should have it going all the way down. And now we just need to do that again on the other side. Except that I forgot to fill up both buckets. Go down, then grab the one in the center. Go down, grab the one in the center. Go down, grab the one in the center. And 2 down. That should completely fill that up to the point where it pushes us towards the middle of here. And we're about to fall down all the way to the bottom and get pushed to that hopper. So that's perfect. So now all that's left for us to do is to fill in these walls here. Oh, fell off of there that I didn't want to do. So fill in these walls and replant. Fill in these walls and replant. And this top part, the cacti, all we gotta do is get enough to plant over here, and then we'll never have to come back up here again. This top floor is completely self-sustainable exactly as it is. All we gotta do is just build up the walls around it. So hopefully that'll be nice and easy to take care of. We'll actually take care of this on the next live stream that we do. Once again, you're welcome to join us for that on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also live stream on Sunday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But that is it for this episode that we're going to be finishing up here in a minute. Told you all I would go down and show you the AFK fish farm that we completed, otherwise known as our fishing hut. So let's go ahead and run our way down here real quick. During the live stream, we'll probably end up doing path blocks all the way down, or some kind of way to have a path that leads down to this fishing hut here. Now, when I first made this fishing hut, I made a bit of a huge mistake. And that was that even though this is all set, I left this part completely open. And I didn't think anything of it until I heard a spider one time. I was just trying to remind myself that, oh yes, a spider could climb up the walls and come on in. So I put in this lattice work here with a couple of fence posts. I think it looks pretty decent having it like that. And it leads out to this little dock area that we have out here. And then we hung up a couple of fishing poles here that we got while doing some fishing. We were able to get a mending fishing rod here. It's got a whole lot more than mending on it, but it's perfect. And you just aim at that little area and just hold down that right mouse button and just let it go. And just let it go like this all night long, and you will constantly be, every time something happens to retract the bobber. Let's see if we can't get that to happen real quick. Just like that. Whatever that was that you got caught, that little piece of string that comes across here with those tripwire hooks, takes it off and throws it into these chests here. I got one chest behind here that has a hopper on top of, or on the bottom of it, going into this chest. And you can see we collected quite a bit of things here, and we probably just got a fish off of that one. So that's the joys of our AFK fish farm. Go ahead and throw that back on up there so that later when we come by, we can go ahead and just sit back, relax, and fish. I put in the double fence just to make it look a little bit more decent, like the walls going all the way around. Actually, I can remove this post. Let me go ahead and do that real quick, except that I don't have my axe on me. I'll come back and do that later then. So there is our cactus and wheat and carrot and potato farm there. Like I said, we're going to end up sealing that whole thing in. So it's going to be our first industrial building there. Later, we'll get a villager to go in there and take care of the planting for us. As of right now, let's take a look and see if did we get any cacti yet. Nope, no cacti yet. Now let's go ahead and take a quick run up there and just take a look at it. Cacti do require sand in order to grow. That's why we put the sand down like that. Yep, doesn't look like anything's popped off yet. Maybe something will pop off here shortly. But as for now, we'll go ahead and say goodbye in this episode and tell you all to take care, have a wonderful night. Like and subscribe if you do not mind. Hope you enjoyed the video. I plan to keep on going for as long as I can. And I guess we'll see you all in the next episode. Or on the live stream. Till then, take care of yourselves, be well. We'll talk to you later.